It is, I don't know, Monday. It's Monday, October 24th. I really hope that this Monday is better than last Monday. It's 7:30 in the morning and it is dreary and dark and rainy and cloudy, which just makes me, I mean, I actually really love this weather. It just makes me want to like cozy up and like Netflix. Yeah, Netflix. But I can't. I have work to catch up on. I actually don't have a ton, but I have a lot. It's whatever. I have work to catch up on, so I'm going to do that today. Liz is going to probably rest the whole day from her very exciting weekend at her Gigi's house. She is already curled up on the couch. She got up, went potty, had a dentist stick, and curled up on the couch. She's so cute. Oh, I can't even stand it. I tried to work from the living room today to be with her, but it's like my computer, I have a secondary monitor and it's just so finicky when I attach it to my computer. It's just like, sometimes it attaches, like sometimes it connects right away and sometimes it takes like forever. So anyway, I'm going to be working all day and then I'm like, oh, I don't have anything for breakfast. I don't have a bagel or anything, but I have eggs. But then I saw I have puff pastry in there. So I'm like, oh, should I make some cronuts? But then it makes like 3 cronuts and like, I'm not going to eat 3. So I probably just won't eat it. Probably doesn't have eggs. I'm not really that hungry yet anyway, so I'm not like, you know, dying to make breakfast. That's it. I have to shower. I probably should throw in a load of laundry. There is already a load that's in the dryer that Sean did yesterday because he needed shirts for work. And so I have to fold that. It's going to be a boring day. And not boring in a good way. Not boring in a like cozy up and knit all day way. Boring in like a adult kind of way. Like do all the adult things. That's it, I guess. I thought I was going to say something else to you, but now I don't remember what it was. Oh, well. That's it. Oh, yeah. So that yarn place that I went to at that market, I was unpacking everything last night and I found my receipt and they charged me for 4 skeins of yarn and I only got 3. So I have to reach out to them today. They have a website, so I'm assuming they have a way to contact them. It's just like a tent, like at a market that only happens on Saturdays between April and November. But she is a spinning teacher, so I'm assuming that she like has some sort of contact information. And there's no phone number on the receipt, but there's a website. So I'm assuming there's a way to email them or something, contact them through the website, I hope, or a phone number on there. And hopefully we can get that rectified. I was looking at another skein on the wall. And so I think maybe, I don't know if they thought that I took that skein, which now I was just talking about like Sean wanting to take that other yarn. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, if I had realized that you wanted all of it, I would have gotten that other skein. So I'm like, maybe if they can't refund me, they can just send me that skein. We'll see. They're really, really nice. So I'm sure we can get it figured out. I don't want to do it. I just don't want to like do stuff. I don't want to do like housekeeping things, you know, like I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit in the quiet and plug away at work until it's done so I can knit. So we'll see. I have like 2 insurance phone calls. I'm wondering if I could just bang those out today too. That would be awesome. Whatever, we'll see how much I can get done today. Hopefully today is pretty productive because Liz is really tired. So hopefully she won't really want that much attention, even though I just really want to give her attention because she's so cute. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys. Hello. I'm working and it's drizzling at my house currently. It thundered a little bit and it rained and kind of hard. And then when it starts drizzling, my power goes out. That light was on. It's off now because my power's out. So this is quite annoying because this is now the second time that it's happened today. The first time it was out was probably out for like a minute and a half, like a very short period of time. And when it comes back on, it takes like forever for me to get back up and running with work because I have like spreadsheets open. I'm remotely connected to my computer at the office. So it takes like forever to get back up and running. And then of course, like my internet goes out. So like when the power comes back on, it takes like, 5 minutes for the internet to come back on. So it just like, if the power's out for 10 minutes, it really takes me like 20 minutes of work. I lose 20 minutes of work. And it's just so annoying because if it was like storming, I'd be like, okay, well, it's storming. It's like literally drizzling. Like, why is my power so unstable? Why? So I was on the phone waiting on hold with an insurance company when it goes out. And I was like, well, maybe like by the time it comes, by the time I've been on hold for like more than 8 minutes is what the thing said, but I wasn't really looking at the time. So the power goes out and immediately the guy's like, hi, my name is Brendan. How can I help you? And I'm like, so I go, I don't know if you can help me. So then he's like messing around a little bit. He's like, what's your tax ID number? So I give the tax ID number, which, whatever, you guys don't know what that is. But anyway, he asked me for a specific number. And some of you guys who watch own a business, so you know what a tax ID number is. It doesn't matter. It identifies the doctor that I'm calling about or calling for. And he's like, hold on, wait a minute. Something is weird. Like, wait a minute. So he's like messing around like with his computer. And I'm like, oh, good. Like maybe if he messes around long enough, the power will come back on. Because it was only off for like a minute and a half last time. So then he finally is like, oh, okay. And you're calling about this patient's, and gives me the ID number. And I'm like, yes. And he goes, anytime you call about a patient, you have to give the name and date of birth because it's like for HIPAA rules, like for privacy, they have to know that you know who you're talking about because they're not going to give you any information if you don't have that. So he goes, name and date of birth. And I'm like, I know the patient's name, but I don't know their date of birth because my computer just went off. And I'm like, assuming you're not going to be able to tell me anything because of that. And he's like, yes. So, which is fine. That's his job. So he's like, well, what are you calling about? So it's actually kind of a long story about what I'm calling about because Anthem, of course, give me the runaround because that's their MO. They're like really good at giving people the runaround. So I'm like going through the whole story and I'm like, oh, maybe like it will come back on. I can buy some time. So I give him the whole story and of course it doesn't come back on. But he had to transfer me anyway. So he's like, well, let me give you their direct number so that if anything happens, you can call them back directly. I'm like, that's perfect. Thank you. Because if it doesn't come back on, I'm going to have to call them back and I'd rather have a direct number. And he's like, but I'll transfer you. Maybe, by the time you get transferred, it'll come back on. So I'm like, great. So he transfers me. And the first thing the automated system asks me is for the member ID number. I'm like, of course, I don't know that. Because computer's off. I can remember a name. I can't remember an ID number. So I'm like, whatever. So I just hang up. And then I'm like, I will talk to my vlog watchers. So Liz is snoring away. I'm kind of surprised because, of course, she made me take her for a walk, which is like, I thought she was going to sleep all day. But now she's been sleeping away. And I got a phone call. So I was on the phone for my walk. And I was kind of rushing the walk. I only did half of one because I knew it was supposed to start raining and I didn't want to get caught in it. So that's that. And then I just came back and she's sleeping away. But it's also like kind of annoying because like I don't have anything downloaded on my iPad. So I can't watch anything. I could watch on my phone, but I don't have data, which we've already discussed. We've had the whole data conversation in a previous vlog. But if you're new, I don't have unlimited data on my phone. because I'm always home, so I'm always on Wi-Fi. So I don't really want to stream anything on my phone. So annoying. So, I mean, I have some podcasts actually downloaded to my phone because the ones that I listen to regularly download automatically. So I can just sit and knit and listen to a podcast and hope my internet comes back on or my power comes back on at some point. So I guess I'm going to do that. But anyway, that's all I got for you. I mean, I guess I could just continue to talk to you a la Amy from Happy Little Yarn. She never seems to run out of things to talk about, which I like. I like watching her vlog. So if you like to hear people talk, Amy's fun. But anyway, I guess because that's all I have to do is just knit, right? I'm trying to think if there was like anything that I wanted to kind of get done. I have to do laundry, but I can't do that with no power because I have a well and well pump won't work and hot water heater won't work. And I mean, I don't think you can do laundry if you lose power with city water either, frankly. Oh, I could fold laundry. I could fold the laundry in the dryer. And then knit and listen to a podcast. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Man, it's so weird too when you lose power because it's like all of the things that you don't realize that you're so like dependent on. Like I'm sure I'm going to go into the laundry room and try to turn the light on, forgetting that I lost power. Like, but I mean, well, at least I got a direct phone number for this stupid insurance thing. I'm using my cute little axolotl sticky note pad that my sister Sarah got me. I hate kind of wasting it for stuff that like you just jot stuff down for, but like what else are you going to use? I'm not going to write a novel on it. So that's the point of it. Axolotls are like having a moment. Are you guys aware of this? They're having a moment. This is the slime I got. I got slime. I don't know if you guys know that I'm into slime. I don't really play with it a lot though, because I feel like it just gets like, these are scented. I have scented slimes and I usually like try to play with it like when I'm on insurance. Like, I don't know, because I knit when I'm on insurance phone calls too and all this stuff. But anyway, this is Archie the axolotl. I don't know if you can see that. And it came with a little axolotl charm. And this slime comes from Parakeet Slimes. I think it goes like this. Parakeet Slimes, I follow her on Instagram. This is the icy texture. It probably needs... Actually, it's not too bad. It's feeling a little wet, though. I don't really play with them very much. Oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite texture. So I have this one. I have a... It's very wet, actually. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's very soft and it feels wet, but it's like kind of not really, actually. It's very weird and I love it. And this one smells like, I can't remember the name of the smell. You got to get it all in there and get it like tight or else it'll dry out. And then this is the other one I have. This is the first one I bought, I think. This is cotton candy ice cream. So this is ice cream texture, I think is what it's called. So this one is a little stickier and it's supposed to smell like cotton candy. This one is a little stickier like to the sides of the tub than the icy one. But this one feels a lot like, oh, look how cool that is. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed, guys. This one feels almost like kinetic sand. I don't know if you've ever played with kinetic sand, but it's like super, super fun. I love it so much. It feels like sand, but it sticks together like Play-Doh. So this kind of feels like wet kinetic sand. So this is another one that's like this is my close second favorite. And then I have one more. Then I'll have to wash my hands. I'm not going to touch this one because it's very sticky. So this is like a regular, it's called, I think, clear slime. Let me see if I can open this up and get a little more natural light. So this one is like a regular slime, but because it's a regular slime texture, yeah, sorry, I can't, because it just like got on my hand and it's like super, super sticky. And it will get everywhere at this point. So she sends all of her slimes with borax. And so to release the stickiness, you just mix it with borax. And I actually did it once already, but it's like kneading dough and it takes forever and it gets like literally gloopy gloppy honey, like honey on your hands. And you got to just keep mixing and mixing and mixing. And eventually it'll start sticking to itself and stop sticking to your hands. But I'm not sure if I didn't put enough borax in. I put enough borax in to get it to stick to itself and not to my hands, but maybe I just need a little bit more. But if you put too much in, then it gets hard and it'll break, which is not what you want. So it's like a fine line. But this is honey pot, and it comes with these little honey charms. But like I can't play with it. Like even if I turn it like this, you can see it gets on the lid. And it still like sticks to the sides. It's not supposed to be that fluid. That's too sticky. So I just have to, maybe now would be a good day to do it because I have no power and I don't know when it's going to come back on. But I have this weird thing with texture. Like I don't like stuff like sticking to my hands, like mud or clay. Like Sean and I watched this competition show. It's like a British competition show and it's like potters. I have to wash my hands now because they smell like fragrance too. And to watch them throw on the wheel and then they get like a big lump of they get big lumps of clay all like clumped up on their hands and it's like, I don't like it. So I have to kind of gear myself up to just fix that slime. Because I have to like get ready, mentally ready that it's going to be stuck to my hands for a really long period of time. And I have to get myself mentally ready, like basically like get ahead of my anxiety because my anxiety will start to get like, and I'll just be like, oh, get it off. So I have to get like mentally ahead of my anxiety to prepare myself to fix that slime. If anybody loves slime and is like, oh my gosh, I would love that project, maybe I would send it to you and you could just like have it. Even though I love it and I want it, it's like, it's too much work for me. I feel like it's just going to sit there and I'm never going to do it. So if you are an adult slime lover, because I know like a lot of parents don't want their kids to have slime, which I totally understand. Maybe you could just have it. I have borax. I'll just send the whole thing to you. Because I just really just anticipate that I'm probably not gonna do it because I don't have the time. If it's not gonna last because it didn't last last time, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know if it's ever gonna happen for me. But anyway, I've been talking for almost 14 minutes. Still no power. Watch, as soon as I try to get the laundry out, the power's gonna come back on. Which, to be honest, I'm gonna have to like seize the opportunity and rush to get back to work because it takes so long to get back up and running. If I lose power again, well, I don't know what to do because I can't just give up on work now. I'm going to have work to do. And it's noon. I don't know. I kind of like the smell. So anyway, that's my slime stash. That's my slime tour. I feel like I was going to say something else too about it. I don't remember. Anyway, parakeet slimes. So that's how we got on it, the axolotl. Because axolotls are having a moment. I think there's like is there an axolotl squishmallow? I'm not into squishmallows. Anyway. I really feel like there was something else I was going to say. That's it. Maybe I'll fold some laundry, and if it's still not on, then I'll knit and listen to a podcast. Might as well be productive, right? It's just so annoying. Can you even hear that? I don't know if you can hear it, but it's barely raining. You know, maybe too, I can reach out to this because I can email from my phone. So maybe I'll reach out to this yarn place that overcharged us. All right. I will keep you updated on the power situation and the overcharged yarn situation. Power came back on. So I had to, what did I do? I talked to you, and then I got up, and then I went to go get the laundry, and of course it was still damp, but I couldn't put it back on because I had no power. So then I got knitting, and I came back in here because Liz is laying here with me on her bed. So I didn't want to like drag her all the way to the living room if the power was just going to come back on. So I went to go get my knitting, and as soon as I like sat down with my knitting, it came back on. Yay! I should probably try to call that insurance. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do it. No, I'm going to do it. I should just do it. They gave me the direct line. I'm going to do it.